Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. I am so glad that you tuned in today for Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. My name is Alexis Nelson, and I am the CEO of Coaching Towards Purpose. And guess what? Life learners, you already know I want you to live life on purpose. Why? Because you are worth it. And guess what? Today, we are going to continue our discussion about relationships. We started off this new year talking about relationships, which is very important. You always hear me say relationships is a currency. So we have to be intentional in nurturing them and really understanding the purpose and the benefit of relationships. And as we began to talk about these different tips and concepts, I really hope that this adds value to you, not just in your personal, but in your workplace. It could be whatever entity you may be a part of. Relationships is key, and we need to know how to master them. So today, your life coach is going to talk more about relationships. For those who are new and don't really know what I do, you can find more about me on alexisnelson.us. And also, you can see the different individual packages that you can get if you want individual time, quality time with me. Please make sure you schedule that ASAP, okay? I have time for you because, again, I want all my life learners to live life on purpose because you are so worth it. Also, I will be beginning my group classes very soon, and you do not want to miss that. If you are interested in growth, invaluable laws of growth, listen, I have a whole group discussion about it, and it's going to really elevate you to the next level. So please look forward to that because I will be promoting and that will be coming soon. It is a closed group and they are limited seats. So if you want to be a part of it, make sure you get that. Okay. Again, I am Alexis Nelson, and today we are talking about relationships on Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. So, life learners, let's get to it. Let's get to it. What do I want to talk about today? Let's see. Expressing emotions constructively involves communicating your feelings in a healthy and respectful manner. Let me repeat that. Okay. Expressing emotions constructively increases you're communicating your feelings in a healthy and respectful manner. And we're going to talk about two tips today. I'm not going to go into all of them today because we're going to continue in next Saturday. However, this is something important because you already know sometimes when we are in our feelings, what we have to say may not come out the way that it was intended. Emotions causes us to say things that we may not mean, or if we do mean it, it doesn't mean we have to say everything that's on our mind because it can impair relationships. It can damage relationships. And yes, we operate in forgiveness because guess what? We have to forgive. That's healing because when we walk in unforgiveness, that's like a cancer, honey, and it is not healthy for you. It does nothing to the other person, it does something to you. So we have to make sure that we're walking in forgiveness and we don't put ourselves in positions where we are tarnishing or damaging relationships because our emotions are speaking, right? Listen, what comes from the heart, honey, it will flow out. And we have to make sure that we master the way we communicate. All right. So let's get to it, right? So, what are the two things I want to talk to you about today? For one, identify and understand your emotions. Take a moment. Just take a moment. It's okay. Take a moment to recognize and understand what you are feeling and reflect on the specific emotion you are experiencing and why. Okay, so what does that look like? What am I feeling in this moment? So, say you are at the workplace, right? And you and your coworker had a disagreement, and it was a very heated disagreement. And you were feeling what we like to say some kind of way, but we have to add language to what our feelings is because sometimes we'll be like, well, whatever, it's good, or I'm good, I'm okay, I'm okay. And that's not truth. So we have to start by recognizing and understanding what are we feeling. So for instance, in that moment I felt rage. Okay? What is that? How does that feel? My blood pressure seems like it's going up. My hands are shaking. I'm rocking back and forth. I'm trying to find ways to cope and manage, but I'm rage. So you have to identify that feeling, right? Reflect on that emotion and why, what makes you experience that in such a way, and why. Because listen, when you understand what was triggered, then you can better know how to handle situations where it can cause you to rise to a level in your character that's not conducive for growth, right? So I was so angry because when we were in this altercation, she talked down to me as if I was a child, and I am not a child. And that really, really makes me frustrated. So I found myself where I was raising my voice because now I'm frustrated. I'm infuriated because she's talking to me as if I'm a child. So where does this come from? Where did I experience this before, right? Hmm. Well, when I was younger, people used to always talk down to me, and it really bothered me, and it makes me angry. And now I'm an adult. I don't have to take this anymore. I'm tired of it. So, this is how you start to process what makes you feel the way you feel. So now we're taking a moment, right? We're recognizing and we're understanding what we're feeling. We labeled it, we put language to it, right? We said, I'm frustrated. I'm infuriated. I am boiling. I am hot like fish grease, honey. And it's nothing you can say to me right now, right? So now I'm understanding the emotion and I'm reflecting on what in the world, what caused me to get out of character? This emotion, what is this? Why am I experiencing this? And once we get to the point where we understand the why, I love to talk about the why, and that's a whole nother different subject, okay? But when we understand that, we can better navigate when we come to situations that get heated, that puts you back in a place and time where you felt like you were powerless, right? So now I know I'm not powerless. I know that I'm not a child. I know that I add value to this company, and I will not allow this conversation or the opinion of someone else cause me to get out of character. I have control over this emotion, right? Because why? I took a moment to recognize it. I understood what I was feeling, and I was able to reflect on where did that emotion take me? Where was I at? And what caused me to respond in a way where I'm about to lay hands on somebody, right? So, this is what we do because we want to make sure that we are expressing emotions constructively in our workplaces, in our families, in our marriages, and with our children. It's not just one place where this works. This applies to many different places, right? So, again, today what we were talking about is expressing emotions constructively and how we need to do that. You know, this involves communicating our feelings, right? And that's what we talked about in a respectful manner. And these two tips will help you do that. So, thank you, life learners, for joining me today on Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. Make sure you like and you share, okay? Like and share and put a comment in there. How does this help you? And what do you think about what two tips I gave today? Are you going to take a moment to recognize and understand your feelings? Will you reflect on the specific emotions and why you are experiencing them? Where did they take you? I want you to do that this week and let me know how it went, all right? Just add some comments, like and share. And again, if you want individual coaching, please go to alexisnelson.us, sign up. I am here waiting for you, life learners. I look forward to seeing you. And until next time, thank you so very much for joining me on Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. You all have a good one. And remember, live life on purpose. Why? Because you're worth it. All right, everybody. You have a good